Can you guys see me now? Okay, great. Thank you guys. I don't know what was happening. Weird. Everything was kind of like black and I couldn't even hear myself. All right, so I try and wait for a little bit more, see if anyone else will come in, but if not, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm just looking to follow the chat. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, did anything fun for the holiday? Well, I'll go ahead and get started. So I was requested to do uh a small tutorial on how I do my wing liner, and I just added on the lash piece because I've been noticing like people were having difficulty getting that stuff done. But I also to chit chat a little bit because another thing that I've been noticing is that you know in our community, and I think probably everywhere, people are allowing themselves to start in a like live in a zone of self doubt, and putting that thought in their mind and stopping them from doing things that are important to them, things that make them happy and bring joy into their life, just because of fear that other people's opinions or how people take that stuff from you. And I know that that has been true for me in the past, because if that wasn't the case, I would have probably started YouTube years ago. So I just wanted to um, just put it out there that when we start in that place of that we can't do things, then that is going to be how the outcome of what you're trying to do. You're setting yourself up in a setting yourself up for being able to complete it, because you already committed to your mind that you can't do it. So we start from a place of we can, and we just keep pushing forward and practicing and putting in the pieces and the work that we need to get to the point where we want to be. That's where the focus should be, not that we can't do something. I don't know if you guys have that stuff going on for you in some areas, whether it be makeup or in your personal life, but I really want to, pump us up and just put it out there that we can do whatever we want to put our mind to. And even like I said, this little wing liner, that's not a big deal. If you can't do it the first time, the shit washes off. Like, just wash it off and try it again. Um, I didn't start off perfect by any means doing any of this stuff, and it just took a little bit of practice. So, do you guys deal with some of that stuff? You know, I just want to start the conversation a little bit. Are you guys, having those difficulties in your life and on things that you are trying to work on to get better at? Sorry, I just gotta grab my liners. Right. So, like I said, just take everything we do in life. We all start from a place of a beginning. So, yeah, of course, you're not going to be as great as someone that has been doing it for years. We all have to learn how to walk, talk, eat, all that stuff. So, we all have to just remember that and keep that in the forefront, and not the doubt in the forefront, because when you're starting in that place, you're already putting that block on yourself and preventing yourself, because you're setting your mind on that you can't do it. So I didn't put any foundation or anything, on. I'm barefaced. Only thing I have on is a little bit of tail brow on the one side. When I tell you the wing is okay, we're gonna just start with the wing. So many ways you can do a wing. You can do it with. I find the easiest is to use a pencil, with the felt tip. I use the tattoo liner, but I also use new to me because I started like putting on lashes. I started using the Kiss Lash glue liner, so it's like a two on one. Give me my wing, but it also is my adhesive for my lashes. I've been really enjoying it. It's really good. I don't have any issues. I know people were saying that after the pop starts not to close, but I haven't had the issue, so maybe it was just the liner that they had. They just got a bad one or something. So which one do you want to see first? When I use the pencils to do it, you can use a flat brush if you're using creams, or you can use an angle brush too if you're using creams. I was going to use concealer as my guide because I have a black liner, but that doesn't come off, and I don't want to be stuck with it, and I can't do it on the other side. Yeah, so the wing is easy, and I know a lot of people that were asking for the wing information. They have hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, and the easiest way I find to do it is first by starting out by just going into your inner corner here between the bottom and top lash line, a little indentation there. Hi, Coco. And just going right in that corner, like I literally go in there and I just drag a line up. Now, again, the length of your wing is going to determine on your comfortability and the look that you're going for and all that stuff. But I like my wing to be a wing. And then after you do that, you can go to the other side and just try and match it up. Now, I'm left-handed, so I'm a little bit weird. So I have to cross over. And before I even talk about that, I also want to talk about stability. So I see a lot of people pulling and tugging and changing the shape of their eye. Always remember that the skin around your eyes is the most sensitive. The skin around your eyes is very thin, and I'm pretty sure none of us don't want any wrinkles. So pulling and tugging on the eye, that's a no-go. You shouldn't be doing that. But when you do pull it, you're changing you're changing the shape of your eye. Your eye's not going to stay like this. So the wing is going to look good when you pull your eye like this, but when you let it go, it changed. You see, it looks nice, but when I let it go, it's not going to look the same. So don't pull on your eye. Make sure that you are creating stability, because going in like this, I can't draw a wing if I'm just going straight in, not having anything to post my arm or my hand on to get a support system to have. You're drawing a line. Even if you are drawing a line on paper, if you are trying to go straight in, just pointing your pen or pencil onto a piece of paper and you think you're going to get a straight line, you're not going to be able to do it. So what would be different if you're doing it on your eye? So resting your hand on the top of your cheek, pointing your pencil in the area where you want to begin drawing, now you have a support. So your hand is not all wobbly. You have something to stabilize your hand and then to work. Does that make sense? So, beautiful Jess, we just finished talking about this. I don't know if you missed it, but when we come in this space here, we're all in a space of we can do it. This wasn't planned, but I have a bunch of little mugs. I love tea, and I just wanted a cup to match my shirt. But look what it is. This is a safe space, and we can do anything that we put our mind to. So you can wear wing liner if you want. You could just find something that's best for your eyes. Um, maybe a cream and not a pen, and maybe, of course, Coco, anytime. Yeah, just find a proper product to do it. But has to be something out there for you. But like I said, we're gonna live in a space of yes. We're gonna live in a space that we can do whatever we put our mind to, and it doesn't matter what age you are, what level you're at. We all start from a beginning, and then you progress, and that's just how life works. All right, so back into this wing. All right, so I have my stability, have my pen. So I'm not gonna go to the very tip of this line because I want the tip to be the sharpest. So I'm gonna go down just a little bit. So I'm gonna come in so you guys can see. So I'm not gonna go all the way up here. I'm gonna start like right here. I'm gonna raise my eyes so I can get the creases out as best I can without tugging and pulling on my skin. And then I'm gonna drag into the middle, just like that. And y'all remember kindergarten where we all learn how to fill in those lines. So all you're gonna do from right this point is just color it in. You can stop because most of us are gonna put on lashes, and you can leave it just like that and just clean up. I have a little, like piece that wasn't too straight, but again, I'm just trying to see what everybody's saying. Yeah, when you mess up a wing, that just and you done did all that hard work, that could sure mess your whole flow up. But if you want to continue on with the wing, again, you're gonna your stability, and then here, I don't draw anything, so I'm not trying to be. No, it's not complex at all. I'm not an artist. I'm not gonna be able to just do like a one hitter. You know what I'm saying? So I literally, especially make sure your tip is wet, and I'll show you how to do it with the creams as well. I literally just take the pen, push it down to the bottom of my lash line, and I just stamp it. Well, my pen is a little dry. Hold on. Okay. And I just stamp going forward. You see? And it may not be perfect, but you can always just like, again, just a light touch. I'm not pressing it all flat into my skin, the brush. I'm just lightly touching the tip of it just to try and make it as straight as possible. And I'm just going to keep going forward. And then when I need to move forward, I just move my finger closer, but still having the stability. Oh, I'm trying to look into this lens, but I need to be looking in the mirror. So just don't mind that part. But I'm just stamping it forward. See? So I'm not, drawing or pulling. I didn't change the shape of my eye. And because I didn't do that, when my eye is open or closed, the wing, it remains the same. What did I do with my, hold on. Yeah, again, like I said, your skin around your eye is so sensitive, and you don't want to, start, getting down a path where you're going to start damaging that by pulling and tugging away at it. Sorry, just trying to clean that. But it didn't take me 5 years to do a wing, and yeah, I do have a little bit of experience with it, but I saw that I didn't do anything extra extravagant. I literally, but the stability is the main portion, not changing the shape. So don't, and using your face as your stability. And even if you have to get your table and have your elbow planted for extra stability, have your elbow planted it on your table or your desk, and then using your hand to stabilize your hand so that way you have a little bit more stability. I know a lot of people say that they do bat wing situation where they're doing like an inward line and then down. You don't need to do all that. You just follow in the natural shape of your own eye by going into your inner corner and dragging the line straight out to your desired length. And so I'm going to do it with the cream and the angle brush. And like I said earlier, I'm going to use a concealer because my the only cream liner I have is the Inglot number 77, and that thing is hard to come off. So if I wanted to do anything else, I wouldn't be able to. I would have to like scrub my whole face in order to get it off. So I'm just going to use my NARS, what is this? The Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I use this for everything, all my eyeshadow looks. I don't use any kind of special base. But, so, thank you. I do find the felt tips and stuff easier, but it just depends on your preference. This isn't hard either because the shape of the brush, that's why I like an angle brush. The shape of the brush is actually going to do some cheat work for you. I do have my blends palette, Coco. I didn't play, I mean, I touched a little something, but I didn't do like a whole full look on it yet. All right, so for this side, I'm going to do the same thing. It's just a different tool. All right, so I'm going to get into the inner corner and I'm going to turn the brush. The brush, long part of the angle. I still can't get with these cameras. I'm still learning, guys. The long part of the angle, that's the side that's going to go into the corner of my eye. And you, like I said, it's going to cheat for you a little bit because like you don't even have to drag. You can kind of just stamp, and I'll leave that just like that. And then now for coming backwards on this kind of wing, you can turn the angle around, and again, not starting from the very tip, and then just drag that line back in. This looks terrible because it's light and you can't really see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna make it longer. Is that better? Okay. So yep, then going right back up to the top, but not all the way to the tippy top, and just dragging that in to the middle. And there's your wing. And then you just kind of just fill it in to the baseline. And then same thing, you don't have to draw. You just have to stamp. So I have long lashes, so I got to get them out of the way. But just stamping. And there's your wing. And then you can... Hi, Tammy. I was so happy to find out your name yesterday. But see, the wing doesn't change. My eyes open and close. Nothing is affected by my hood. It's not being like cut off, and my wing is definitely shorter than this side. And this is a little bit thinner, so it's not going to affect the shape of your eye or how the wing is shown. It's just a different a different size, because every wing is not going to be this. This is for something that's really dramatic. But for like your regular, just if you have a if you have a, a basic look, something soft glam, or just like a everyday, you slap something in your eyes and you wanted a wing, then this would be my go-to. This one is bothering me. I don't know why. I'm just used to my wings being super long. I know, like I used to be super scared of wings myself in the beginning. I'm like, how am I gonna get the two to match? But I could wipe this off and kind of match it if you guys want. Or we could just move straight into the lashes. Because I know people were asking about that. Okay, okay, cool. I'm gonna start with the lashes. All right, so I got my AliExpress joints, $2. I am gonna wipe off the concealer eye because I'm gonna use the wing liner lash glue. Hey, Lock. All right, so I love this concealer because it really just melts away. Hi, Daphne. Yeah, but see, look, that's what I'm saying. Nothing is really a problem. Trust me, I just started wearing lashes literally when I met you guys. I mean, I know how to put lashes on other people, but that's a whole different beast. Because you actually have both of your hands and you're able to, see what you're doing, and it's not just, you trying to do it on yourself. That's easy. It's easier to put it on someone else. But prior to, seeing Marlo, I wasn't wearing lashes. I mean, I had some, but my lashes are pretty decent on their own. So I was just like, I'm gonna just go with God. I'm gonna go with God gave me. All right, so I'm gonna show you with the band. It's a thin band, nothing crazy. I'm not gonna cut anything off of it because, like I really been loving the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I feel like, especially for people that are new to applying lashes, people that are not comfortable with the wings just yet, this is something that simplifies it because it's gonna be your two-in-one. And so here goes another go at the wing, because when you see the wings on my IG, I use this. I don't even use the tattoo anymore unless I'm not gonna wear falsies. All right, so we're just gonna run that back again. You're going to stabilize your hand on your cheek. You're going to find the innermost part of your eye between the top and bottom lash line and kind of stick your pen in there and just draw a line up to your desired length. Everybody's desired length is gonna be their own, but I didn't do anything crazy. So stabilize my hand, change position a little bit, and not from the very tip of that wing, but just a little bit below it because I want this to be the sharpest. I'm going to take my pen and draw a line to the middle of my eye. And then, like in grade school, we were filling in those lines, staying in the lines, just coloring it in. And again, you can stabilize your hand any which way you want, whatever is comfortable for you. Again, it's just going to be to create a support system. So you're not, your pen or your wand or whatever tool you're using to apply the wing is going to be good for you. So I changed the position again, taking the pen to the base of the lashes, and I'm just pressing it going forward. Ta-da! So wing is on, and I'm gonna stick these lashes on. I'm just trying to get a tool. I don't need a tool, but I know some people might. So take the tool of your choice, finger. I grab from the middle of the lash, and let me stop. I don't need to do this anymore, but this is the way I began. So I'm gonna go back to the basics. I'm just gonna grab any mirror. So I just grab the palette, and I'm going to hold it down to my chest. So here's my mirror, it's down here, and I'm gonna look right into the mirror. And by doing so, you have a clear shot right to your lash line where you're not having to try and look between your lashes to figure it out. I take this and I push down on my lashes from the middle, and then I stick edges with the tool. And then if I need to tweak anything, I smush my lashes with the false lashes and then just start adjusting as, necessary. And I know you're like, oh, that looks easy because you did it, but I'm telling you guys, I wasn't wearing lashes before. The last couple of videos, I could tell you it's probably like 5 looks ago on IG is when I started wearing lashes. Everything else is mine. And I could take it off. That's another thing I like about the Kiss Glue, because you could take it right off and do it again. So I'll do it with my hand this time. I have my mirror down below my chin, and I'm looking down into the mirror. I'm going to position my lash, and from the middle, I just lost my headset. I'm gonna just take both out. So position the lash in the middle of my lash, in the middle of my eyelid, and not worrying about the beginning or the end just yet, just to get it where I need it to be, and then adjust as necessary. And the same thing, smush, 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 and then adjust. I can't. It's really not, like I said, when you're looking down in the mirror, the key point is that when you look down, you automatically see right at the base of your lashes. So you're not fighting through. Like when you're looking up through your lashes, so you don't have a clear line of sight. And that's the part that's probably causing a little trouble, because you're trying to figure out where the base is, and then you probably have some sort of liner maybe going on or some shadow. Not going to be, a clear sight. But by doing this as a little cheat. Hi, Rhonda. So I'll do the other side. Maybe we should do like a Zoom where you can practice lashes and liner. Hi, Ava. All right, so I'm just shaking my pen, getting a little bit of, glue down the bottom. And this already has a wing, so I'm literally just gonna, again, stabilize my hand and just try and get some of that glue onto the wing that's already there. And do the other side. So grabbing my tool and the lash, grabbing in the middle, right, not on the base, but towards the base, just maybe like an inch or so from the actual lash band. Let me see if I can show that. And then holding my mirror, my hand mirror, or your palette mirror, whatever mirror that you have that's not like your stand-up mirror, holding down below your chin, like set it on your chest. Especially if you're top heavy, you got a little shelf. Going to look straight down into that mirror, straight line to your lash band, taking the lashes in the middle, pressing down into your lash, and then you can adjust the front and the back afterward. So back, last time I did front back, but this time I'm doing back front. And then mend your lashes together by smushing and adjusting. Girl, I got a whole shelf over here, or two. I could pack some groceries in this shelf. Hi, Marlo. So, I don't know if anyone has any questions, or did I, make things a little bit clearer for people that are in trouble? Like I said, wings I don't really do too often. So this is just the tip that was helpful for me to navigate, and definitely wasn't wearing lashes. And this is a big help. Sorry, not this one. The lash glue liner, because it's your 2-in-1. You're going to get your line and your glue in one. Or you guys are just talking amongst yourselves. And like I said, the biggest key when you're doing anything, where you're having to draw a line or, draw anything, is creating a source of stabilization. So that way your hand is just not all over the place. Because like I said, even if you were to, thank you. You know what's so funny? I prayed for this. I wasn't born with this. My grandma had a big mole on her nose, and I prayed so hard. I'm like, I just need that. And then one day I woke up and it was there. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. But thank you, Marlo. So in the very beginning, okay, so I'll go through the products that I use. When I just did a plain lash, like I said, I didn't know where everybody was, everybody was coming from. Everybody's not going to probably, everybody's not at the same place or doing the same things. People were struggling with the different things, whether it be the lash or the line or both. So I started off with just the line. Here, I'll snatch this off. I use the tattoo ink liner by KV, or whatever they call themselves now, KVD Beauty. Oh, okay. And then what I was saying was um, the key to making sure that you have a line was, number one, don't pull your eye. Because when you pull your eye, it's going to change the shape of your eye. And when you let that go, your eye is going to go back to normal. And it's not going to be the same wing that you draw. So it look all cute when you got to pull back here and let it go. It's all crooked or, looking weird. So your eyes are very sensitive. The skin around your eye is very sensitive. It's very delicate. You don't want to pull it. You don't want to cause wrinkles. So do not pull your eye to try and perfect a shape. Next thing we discuss really quick is creating a stabilization source. So using your face or stabilizing your hand on your desk or shelf or wherever you apply your makeup. If you don't have any physical, item to lean and rest your arm on, use your face, resting your hand on your cheek and however which way. Like I said, I kind of vary. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do this, and then getting right into this corner between your upper and lower lash line, and then just dragging a line up. And then once you drag the line up, you're not going to go from the very top of the line because you want your wing to remain the sharpest, but you go like down an inch or so, and then just drag a line back to the middle of your eye. And again, the dragging up is going to be dependent on you. Everybody's wing is not going to be the same. Everybody doesn't want a wing all the way here. Sometimes you just want a baby wing. So this one is a little bit, hold on. This one is a little bit shorter than this one. That was purposeful. So maybe you didn't want this. So again, dragging it into, and then dragging it into the middle section of the eye. And this eye has glue all over it. So, because I did this line with the glue, so it was a little sticky, but just dragging it to the middle. And once I got the line in the middle, all I did was, again, stabilize my hand on my cheek, under my eye, and just stamp forward. And I didn't draw it. There was no drawing happening. So the items that I use today, like I said, if you're doing no lashes, this is a good one. The KVD tattoo liner. The brush is pretty simple. It's felt tip. And then if you're doing lashes and to both, the Kiss lash glue liner. I know everybody's a big fan of those magnet lashes, but I don't put no magnets next to my eyes. So, and this is like $5. And my lashes, they're mink lashes, and they came from AliExpress. And I can link in the description box for anybody that's interested. I paid $2. I got like a bulk order. I got like 50 lashes for like $20 some dollars. These are reusable up to 25, 30 times. Just gotta keep them clean. I know Marlo did a video on, how to maintain and wash your lashes and keep them, in good, shape, so that way you can continue to use them. I've used these over 30 times. They're still clean. I just clean them lightly. They're not gunky. And that's another good thing about this. It doesn't gunk up the lash with all that messy glue. I'm sorry. I'm not putting no magnets next to my eyes. Next thing you know, we're gonna get some kind of commercial talking about if you use these magnet lashes, please go. You got a lawsuit because your eye gonna fall off. So thank you. Oh, you could get, I mean, how are you cleaning your lashes? But like I said, Marlo did a video the other day that she was showing how you keep your lashes intact and how you clean them and all that stuff. So check her out. She definitely has some good information on there. And that's exactly what I use, Tammy. I use the micellar water because it's not non-irritant to the eye area. So if have remnants on it, it wouldn't irritate you. And yeah, I just take a Q-tip and just gently rub it. And then when it start getting a little bally things, but it's real loose, then I just start picking them off. And you could also take like not I like the I can't even think of the name of the stupid cotton things. I'll link them in there, but these don't really get like a lot of lint. I forgot what it is. I get it before. I can't remember the name of them. Listen, I don't trust it, and I'm not I think. So yeah, I just take a little Q-tip, the one with the pointed tip, with the micellar water, like circular motions, or just to kind of like get the balls to get it to ball up around the any excess glue to ball up into a little ball. So that's why I do the circular motion, and then twirl the Q-tip. That's how I clean them. But like I said, I have a bunch of them. None of them look crazy. Like nasty. I like that Kiss stuff. I haven't tried any other brand of lash glue, but the Kiss, like I said, I have a bunch of lashes. They all look pretty clean. Like this one has got some like eyeshadow color on, but no like big thick globs of glue that I have to fight with. These lashes is no joke. These cost $1, and these are real mink. Very late. Yeah, better hit up AliExpress and stop playing these games. Hi, Kara. So, I mean, that's all I had. Basically, just teaching about the lashes and the liner. But guys have any questions? What number are those? I'll look for you, Coco. I have D20s, D20. I think those are D22s. The link is in all my videos, so I'll link it in there. They was $1. You get I literally got like 15 pairs of lashes and I paid like 11.99 because like some of them it depends on what value you want, but some of them were like 56 cents, some of them were like $2, some of them were like $1.12, like $1.12, some weird nonsense. But you can find them all over the place. Basically, that's where all the lash companies, most of the lash companies um get their lashes from, and then they just put it in their own packaging. So I'm gonna skip the middleman, save me some coin, me some bomb lashes, and keep it moving. Hi, Lorraine. Yeah, I need to get some new ones. The only thing about AliExpress, you might have to wait a little bit, but like I said, I buy a big jumbo bulk of them, and plus you can use them like between 25 and 30 times, so you're not gonna run out of lashes. Hi Lynette. Oh, everybody's in here. That's so nice. Yeah, listen, I love AliExpress. That's my go-to. I always put it in my the link in my video. Thank you. If you could save money anywhere, like I said, most of the time I'm gonna just keep it real. Lashes gets lost because as you can see, as I did earlier, I just ripped the things off because the glue is not. It keeps the lash on, and I don't have any problem with like missing a lash or them getting loose, but it's not like super strong where it's gonna pull my own lashes out or anything. So I rip it out. Sometimes it gets stuck on something and I can't find it, so I'm not paying no 30. I'm not paying nothing. No 5.99, no 7.99, no 29.99 for no lashes. Thank you. Wings are easy, and like I was saying earlier, the big thing that I was noticing is that a lot of we were all skin from some source of no, we can't. I I never did that before. I can't do it, or just like from putting a stopper in front of ourselves before we even got started doing something. So I just wanted to reiterate that we could do whatever we put our mind to. I know that I have been guilty of letting fear or not having the experience in doing something stop me or hinder me from stepping into areas, that are uncomfortable. But like I said, my house is a safe house. I know everybody that's a part of this community has been super supportive and um, willing to teach and share and give tips and advice. So I just want to try to know, like, makeup. Yeah, we spend a lot, we buy a lot, we play a lot, but it's all play. It washes off if you don't get it right the first time. Wash the shit off. Do it again. I don't get it right all the time. And even if I don't, I guess damn well I'm posting a picture. A lot of those things I was in here and I was like, yo, the one eye is crooked. They're gonna notice and being super hard on myself, but I have to let it go because I'm gonna continue to grow. And I want everybody to see that I started from a place, a beginning, and this is where I am now. So that everybody, I just got to know, like, y'all have the support from me. I know you got the support from everybody that's on this live, the support that people that may not even be here, but in all the groups that we are part of. So you got people to be back. You have a support system, and start from the beginning. There's nothing wrong from starting from the beginning. We all from the beginning for everything that we did in life, walking, talking, eating. So this is my therapy. This is my love. This is my safe space. This is what I use to keep me calm, to clear my mind, to ease pains. So I'm not gonna let anybody stop me from sharing it and, you know, and loving. Yes, we know, Monique, you love that TJ. I need to go to TJ Maxx. I haven't been there, but I love TJ Maxx, but I haven't been in so long. I've been on these on sales online, getting all these palettes. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if you have any other questions about lashes, liner, maybe we could even do uh together something where we can just get on a Zoom and we can all practice together, one Saturday or Sunday. So that way, we could see where everybody's at in their, you know, learning of the steps, and we can help each other, like, in a Zoom. I know that I feel the same way because before, I'm telling you, if Monique didn't tell me that day, it was kind of like I feel like she was daring me, and I'm like, she ain't gonna punk me. I'm gonna lie. If she didn't do that, I would have found some excuse in my brain, in my heart to let my doubts and stuff stop me from doing it. So if she didn't say go live right now, I would have never went live. I would have never created that one video. Who, what? Who, right? She wasn't gonna punk me. I was like, no, I'm not gonna. We gonna go today. Oh, I have to go back and watch Beautiful Jess. Oh my God, your picture on that is gorgeous. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I hope this was helpful. Um, like I said, it wasn't any. I didn't do anything that was drastic, or I'm no artist by far. Like I'm not. Um, but like I said, a lot of stuff is new to me too, and I just practice. Oh, and yeah, see, I cancel my no buy because I got all bars, y'all, from Julia's place. I couldn't resist because I know green. I love green. Well, yeah, I mean, just saying, like, a like an artist that I'm not no Picasso or none of that. I sure did. They said we was on Yachty's live, and they was like, "Oh, Julia's place is live now." I'm like, "Oh, where's that? Where is it?" I'm glad. I'm glad. Like I said, I think I'm gonna just put something in the work, and we could do maybe like a 30-minute Zoom or something where we all get on and practice lashes, liners and lashes together for people that want it. And we could all help each other get to the. Don't do a Picasso on your face. Oh no. I think it'll be fun, and we'll get to talk out, talk live to each other because that was fun. Thank you, Ava. Yeah, happy anniversary, Lorraine. That's awesome. That's beautiful. All right, so unless you guys have anything else you want me to show you, then I think I'm just gonna close out the live unless I just want to chat. Um, yeah, so I mean, anybody can hit me on if you're interested in it. I'll put it in one of the chats. We got all these chats going on. I don't want to start a whole other one because crazy. I'm in those things all day long. So I don't have to start a whole new one. So I'll throw something in one of them or do a post on IG. And if you're interested, let me know. I'll set something up. I don't have a problem doing that. Yeah, have a great week, Lorraine. All right, you guys, I'm gonna close it out. Like I said, just remember that we can do anything we put our mind to doing. And oh, Marlo's going to get an adult beverage. So are we staying on? Let me know what we're doing, guys. Oh, it's not that. Not that. I'm not being shy. Oh, I would absolutely be able to bring awareness to lupus in our life. I know that is something that a lot of people don't know too much about. That's a big deal, but I'll do a whole separate live dedicated to that. Yeah, I'm not shy with you guys at all. I don't like talking to the empty camera. Like I don't. That's the thing that's getting me. I don't like I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to read these comments. Yeah, I'm definitely not shy with you guys. I mean, I talk to you guys all day. Talking to you on a camera, that doesn't bother me. But I'm really quiet unless I have a topic to talk about. Um, I am Tammy. I was diagnosed with lupus about 8 years ago. Yeah, I was diagnosed with lupus when I had my second son, Chico, and just trying to get diagnosed is very difficult. And there's a couple of forms of lupus. I have lupus SLE, and that affects your entire body. It can affect your skin, your organs, and you know. I know Tammy um, has lupus as well. I believe we discussed before. I think she's SLE too, but that's like so difficult because you never know like like you don't know what you're waking up to basically. So you could have this day in the world and the day before, and you could wake up like I've waken up and there's days that your brain says, oh, you could walk, and then your body was like, oh no, you can't. um so that it's tough, but I don't let it I try my best not to let it stop me from doing anything. There's no cure for it right now. And it's May, and the lupus awareness month is in May, and the color is purple. So a lot of things that I deal with on a regular basis is just a lot of fatigue, joint issues. I mean, but I've had pretty much bunch of issues with all my organs and stuff like that. But by God's grace, it wasn't any was long term, and so sure. I don't know. I'll try and get some facts and stuff together and just some of my personal experiences. See, that's together. I don't mind talking about that at all because, like I said, bringing awareness to it. A lot of people. The biggest thing I would say with having lupus is having people to try and understand what you're going through. Because yes, I look normal and I don't look like I'm sick, and yeah, I don't. There's no cast, or I'm not limping, but you know, people always say you don't look sick. What does that look like? In the beginning, I had some of my family members. They were like, "Oh, she just doing it for the attention." Doing like, why would I want to say that something wrong with me for attention? That doesn't even make any sense to me. So that's the biggest thing that was the struggle for me to deal with, is having people understand that just because I don't look a certain way, or just because I still smile and laugh, doesn't mean that serious things aren't happening to me inside. Yeah, that used to get me so upset all the time. Or the jokes, so like I would have issues with my memory, and they're like, oh, you must have forgot what it's like this. I'm like, but it's not funny because I really forgot. Like, um, when I used to be at work, I used to I believe it's a bad day, you guys. I wouldn't want to call out and not go to work. But like I said, I'm pretty much upfront and honest. And I'd be like, today's a bad day. I'm having like a little flare. I'm really a little confused. And if I say something that sounds weird, let me know so that way I can recognize that something's going on. And and I can know how to try and correct a little, like self-correct a little bit. Like I can't stop it from happening, but I can try my best to just be aware. And then people are just so insensitive and so rude about it. And again, because you didn't certain sick look, it was just like people didn't take you serious. Right. So been it's been an up and down road, but I know it could be worse, and I I'm here to fight another day. I mean, but if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer anything. But I will definitely get together like some information to put out there because it is something that I deal with. And that's another thing. Last week I was having a bunch of struggles and I was flaring up a little bit. And I was like, oh man, just in the time when I'm just getting started, here we go. And I don't want to not post and not do the videos. And I know that you guys are understanding. I know a couple people checked on me, but it's just like, I don't want this to be something that just stands in the way of what I really want to be doing. Um, so trying to navigate that as well is going to be fun times, but I'm up for it. Yeah, but it's first, like I said, like one of the like I said, the biggest frustration is that trying to get your brain to wrap around that your body is not with it. Because you, like I said, in your mind, you have all intentions and not you don't think that there's an issue going on until it's like, oh, I really can't get out of bed today. I should rest. I'm very guilty of keep pushing myself further um, because my mind tells me that I can do it, and then making it worse because I wouldn't sit my tail down. I'm very guilty of doing a lot because I don't like to let people down or even let myself down. Right. So I'm getting better at that, Tammy, trying to just say, look, I gotta stop. Like especially after last year and um last year, um not being able to be outside. And I have issues with sun and I have to take like a high vitamin D dose and thing like that because of the issues. Um but my immune system was down to like 6. We should be between 60 and 80 for your levels, like, and especially with the autoimmune disease. And when I tell you, I was literally stuck, high jam, stuck in bed, and um, I I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, why am I so like? Why do I feel like trash? Um, and then I went to the doctor and they did all the tests, and they're like, yeah, because you don't have no immune system right now. It's like it's depleted. You're almost at zero. That got straightened away. Um, so that's this year I'm like I'm not for games. I don't want to get in a place where yeah, and making sure to be very good with the sunscreen and I hate it because I love being outside. I love the sun and like I said last year um I would do these little trips like I wasn't outside every day, but I would do like these little hiking trips. I love being outside and being active. Also, your diet and exercise is very important, but that all sounds cute. If your body says no, then what are you supposed to do? Like I love working out. I love lifting weights. Um, I really enjoy it, but my body is not allowing me to do so because I was so tired and so depleted. And even just like I said, I work at home. Even just working at home on my computer, I go on my couch and work. You know what I'm saying? But that was the extent of what I was able to do, push myself just to be able to just log on. Mm. Oh, of course. Like I said, the more people that know about it, that it gives an understanding because I know, like in the very beginning, everybody from coworkers, family, just anybody in general that just happened to know that I had lupus, it was like a joke to everybody. Like nobody was trying to understand. Nobody was wanting to um, get where I was coming from. And I was so confused because I didn't even totally understand it at all. And then you just know your body feels this way, and didn't there's no rhyme or reason. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty good, and tomorrow it could be a whole nother story. It could be anything from something that's pain driven, something that is, with your brain, where you're confused or fatigued, or um, you go with a rash. That was how I found out I had it. I had um, I had my son. I immediately, literally after he exited my body being born, immediately a rash appeared all over my hands and my arm. Um, I'm like, what is this? This burns, and my skin was literally ripping open. I had like it was like something like I describe as some demon was scratching me and I couldn't see them. You know what I mean? That's and you just saw just my it was the craziest thing. You just saw the cuts and open wounds started appearing and the rash appearing on my hands. Like I'm watching my hands and it's just drastically changing before my eyes. They told me that I had scabies. I said, well, if I got scabies, so do you. Where's yours? And trying to get diagnosed is the most difficult thing for anybody with, I believe, any autoimmune disease. Trying to get a diagnosis because so many of these autoimmune disease have so many overlapping diagnoses, symptoms, and things like that. So what looks like what the rash they told me was ringworms that I had on my face for 9 months. They gave me every topical internal medication for this ringworm, and it wasn't a ringworm. It was a lupus rash that I was unable to get treated for. And even after finding out that this was a lupus rash, getting my doctor to let me to give me a test to check blood to confirm that it was lupus took another 6 months, and that was with me fighting tooth and nail. Um, I basically strung on the doctor into you're gonna give me this test paper, the referral to get the test right now. And I had like my sisters and my mom with me, and it was gonna go down one day or the other. He was gonna give me the test one way or the other. We wasn't even that day without that paperwork. That is true. Everything you have to really really advocate for yourself. Right now I work in healthcare. I do prior authorizations, and so I see horror stories all day long. You really really have to advocate for yourself and don't trust any one opinion because all they're doing is guessing. So if something doesn't sound right to you, ask questions. I notes. That's a big important thing um for me when somebody's saying these things, because you're not gonna make me look like a fool when I go, and then it's the opposite when I go to another doctor. So anything somebody tell me is in my phone. It's on in the beginning. It was in a journal. I would just take notes of everything the doctor said, and bring it to the next doctor. Because right now I have 5 different specialists I have to see on a regular basis. So don't just take a word because they have the MD initials, because again, they're just taking whatever symptoms that you're presenting to them, and that's the stuff. But that's from you paying attention to your body. I have the sniffles, a cough, and a fever, right? So they're gonna take those symptoms and base it upon, you know, what could be the reason for those things. And so really like I said, be aware of what's going on with your body, pay attention to it, write information down. If things don't sound right from the first provider, go into the next one, because nobody's gonna, nobody knows your body, and nobody's gonna stand up for you in your health more than you. And just because somebody with some credential tell you that one thing is something, if it doesn't make sense, then you go to and find somebody that makes it make sense. That's good, because a lot of doctors are not like that. A lot of doctors are not. Some doctors get offended when you want to ask questions, and I think that's terrible. A lot, yeah. Some doctors have, you know, air that you can possibly know what you're talking about because you don't have those initials. And it's great. Congrats, you went to school, and that's great. That's great for you. But how is that going to help me, with what I'm going through today? And help it make sense for me, because I didn't go to school and learn all the stuff that you know. So make it make sense for me, the patient. Hey, oh, Coco's back. Right. Absolutely. You have, like I said, I take my own notes. I write everything down that they tell me. Anything that's going on with me that's new, that doesn't seem right, I document it. But it's very important, especially with the autoimmune disease. But I think that's something people should just put into practice in everyday life. Um, because some things that are really small that you may not think make a difference in, or considered a symptom, that could be the determining factor in getting diagnosis in some cases. Oh, we'll keep his mother in our prayers, Coco. No, I in my job, so I deal with the MDs a lot, and you get some people that are very friendly, and then some people is like don't, like, they treat you like that you're beneath them because they went to school. And like I said, it's congrats, you went to school, big ups to you and your hard work. And I'm not knocking that, but I have the right to understand what's going on with my health, and that's supposed to be your job, to make me understand and to tell me how to move forward. Thank you for coming, Tammy. Yeah, that's true. I just know that a lot of people, and then the doctors that I do have that, you know, is hand selected, I really had to find providers that I felt were paying attention to me, and that I could ask a billion, I could just spend a whole appointment asking questions, and you wasn't gonna treat me no other way. Because like I said, understanding this, because um it's not your everyday, like, oh, I don't just have a cold, or it's not a broken wrist or anything like that. Everything. No, Monique, you should brag about your degrees. I don't care, don't have nothing to do with makeup. Whatever you accomplish in life, the accomplishments are yours. Please don't be ashamed. I mean, I don't try. I don't feel. I wouldn't feel no way if I said I support anybody that went, like I said, went through. But I'm talking. I guess I'm speaking from a point where you're making that thing that you accomplished to use it to try and diminish me, or not I guess, take how I feel into consideration. That's what I mean from that. But Lord bless you for. I know it's hard. Um, Going to school and like I said, I'm not knocking anybody that you know um or any physician. I just don't want them to treat me a certain way just because of that, because that doesn't make you better than me. Right, you should scream it to the mountaintops. Like I said, but Monique, you're totally different because the same way you have all those degrees and credentials, when you step in a space, I feel loved, I feel supported, and that is the total opposite from the stuff that I was experiencing with some of my providers. And you was a stranger. You know what I'm saying? So, and we were just talking about makeup. So imagine going into a doctor's office where you're talking about your life is on the line and you're scared to death and they're looking at you like they could give two craps and they don't and they're blowing you off. So, yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I'm Lorraine. Like just another case file. Like, no, I'm important. Take care of me. And I'm paying you. Right? Right. I'll share my experience. So, okay, I started a new medication. The medication has to be a big deal, right? Because everybody and their mama called me every all week. The nurse from the medication company, the nurse from my health insurance, the nurse from the provider's office. Something happened with the medication. They got the wrong order, right? So this medication is a deliverable medication that I have to inject myself with every 2 weeks, and I'm brand new, never done it before. I injected one of the doses, and come to refill the second one to continue. I call to do what I'm supposed to do, and they said something's wrong. Call your doctor. Tell them to call us back. We have to fix it. I did everything I was supposed to do. I had called my doctor for 3 weeks straight, every day, 8 a.m. Left a message, spoke to someone live in person, explained the situation, and left numerous messages for 3 weeks. I get a call back, missed the date that I was putting the medication, and so now I'm like, people ask me questions about, oh, how's it going? I don't know how it's going because I didn't get anything. My doctor has not returned my call. No one from his office has returned my call or acknowledged anything. Me or my insurance company. So then the next day, the doctor's nurse calls back. I was on vacation. I'm calling your insurance now, but what happened was I was supposed to take my injection last week. So I'm so glad you're on vacation, but there was no one there then for you. There was no one there to just answer or acknowledge that I called to let me know that this wasn't a big deal or that I'm not going to be in jeopardy because I missed a dose or anything like that. All they wanted was the sale. They sold me the meds, and now they could care less. Oh no, they're gone. They're gone, Coco. But that's what I'm saying. So, you know, It's, I'm not a dollar sign. I'm a person. You sign me up for the medication, right? And I'm going off of your expertise and your experience. You say I need it. Oh, it's gonna make me feel better. I'm not gonna have to be stuck in bed. So then, where were you when I worked for 3 weeks? So, yeah, you have to. So yeah, they're canceled. They call. This is the funny thing. So after they finally called and fixed the medication, they said, "Oh, we want to call and schedule you up for a follow up visit." Follow up for what? There was nothing that happened. You didn't give me anything. I didn't take anything. So I'm not gonna take my now. I'm not gonna go in your office and spend $160 for you to tell me to come back in 3 months because nothing happened. Are you stupid? So I told them, kick rock, call my phone, and I'm finding another provider. Crazy. Right, you go in there, the co-pays are off the wall. Th- they didn't do anything and they didn't want you to pay, or they put on like these weird fees that they definitely didn't do. They said, "Oh, do you stay?" Or the famous smoking cessation charge says, "Do you smoke?" No, and then they charge you $50 because you said that you didn't told them that you didn't smoke. Take that off. I didn't need your help. Right, because they feel like people are not paying attention. They're not going to review their bills. They all they care about is the money. So, like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all much longer. Advocate for yourselves. Um, Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If it doesn't sound right, ask some more questions, and keep track of what's going on with your health because it's really important. And as far as the makeup side of everything, we're gonna keep the yes in the forefront. Anything that we're wanting to do, anything that we're wanting to try, anything that we're wanting to learn, we can do it. And we all start from a beginning, and we're just going to start from that place and not from the place of no I can't or no never, and get those trigger words off your mind, because you're going to set yourself up for failure before you even begin. So I hope I was helpful to you guys. I hope you got to know me a little bit, and I'm going to look into that the Zoom where we can practice a little bit together so we can answer questions live while you're actually doing it. And yeah, thank you guys for coming to check me out and vibing with me. I love you so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one.